Hey guys, tonight I went pretty far back with my choice. The Fly, the original 1954 one. Now, I never seen this. I've seen the remake. I've seen the one from '84 with Jeff Goldblum, but I had never seen this one. And I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this. I really liked it. It was a slow build. It wasn't as much action and gore oriented as the Jeff Goldblum version. But that was something that happened a lot in the 80s. David Cronenberg decided to remake The Fly, and the one with Jeff Goldblum is very good. But it very much focuses more on gore than action. It's a gross movie. That's all there is to say about it. But David Cronenberg is kind of known for that, so I mean, can't really say anything about that. But I mean, that was just kind of a trend, you know. John Carpenter did the same thing when he remade The Thing. Wow, that was too many of that same word in that one sentence. But when he remade The Thing, he took it from a slow building sci-fi mystery type story to a little bit more of a sci-fi horror. The original, The Thing from Outer Space from the 50s, from Howard Hawks, is a great kind of sci-fi mystery, what's going on, we don't know, can't trust anybody type of thing. John Carpenter's a little bit more sci-fi horror than anything, which is fine. They're both great. They're both great movies. And it's kind of the same thing with this one. This is a great movie. The remake is also very good. It's just telling the same kind of story, just from a different aspect. This one is very much slow building. It's a little more focused on the science, and a big focus of it is the relationship between the main scientist, Andre, and his wife, and the trust that has to be built. You know, as soon as the experiment goes wrong, you don't see what he looks like up until the very end. You don't see what it has done to him. You catch small little glimpses here and there. Really, really great, powerful performance too from Al Hedison is the guy who plays Andre. Really fantastic performance from him, especially considering that the last 30 minutes of the movie he doesn't talk at all. He has no lines, but he uses, and you don't even see his face. He can't even go with facial expressions. He literally has one arm that he has control of, and he puts in a better performance with that one arm than a lot of people can with their whole body. It was truly amazing how he was able to convey such frustration and anger and love just through what little bit he could do. He had this whole thing where he couldn't control his one arm that had turned into a fly arm. He had trouble controlling it. He kept on having to grab it with his arm and shove it back into his coat pocket. Amazing. Highly recommend this one. Kind of a slow build. This is definitely a movie that if I didn't know how everything ends, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. And I don't just mean how the movie itself, the story ends, because you know how it ends. It starts at the end and then goes backwards. So you know what happens. But what I mean specifically is I had seen the remake already. So there was a little bit of a spoil for me in that sense. If I had never seen the remake, this movie would have blown my mind. This is one of those things that I wish so badly that I could have had the experience to see some of these when they first came out, because I love classic horror like this. I wish that I had been able to actually see it in the theater when it first came out. I wish I could erase seeing all these from my existence and watch them again for the first time. You know, but highly recommend this. If you've seen the remake, you'll really get a kick out of this because like I said, it's the same story just from such a different standpoint. Highly recommend it. Plus, Vincent Price is in this, and Vincent Price in anything is worth watching. And with that, I will leave you for the night. I'll see you next time.